Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into a chilling tale that birthed a modern horror masterpiece. Forget your cozy nights in, because we're talking about a hotel so intensely haunted, it quite literally broke one of the greatest horror writers of all time. We're heading to the iconic Stanley Hotel, and specifically to its legendary Room 217. You see, back in 1974, a struggling author named Stephen King and his wife Tabitha found themselves as the only guests in this grand, creaky old hotel in Estes Park, Colorado, just as it was shutting down for the winter. It was a bizarre, almost surreal experience. Empty hallways, echoing silence, and the faint, unsettling sounds of a hotel settling. King himself described it as a feeling of being completely alone, isolated in a vast, empty space. And it was there, in room 217, that his imagination was set ablaze, giving birth to the terrifying world of The Shining. Now, The Shining isn't just a scary story. It's a deep dive into psychological horror, a descent into madness fueled by isolation, and an entity that feeds on negative energy. And many believe that entity found its first taste of inspiration right there in room 217. King himself recounted waking from a nightmare in a cold sweat, having dreamt of his son being chased through the hotel's corridors by a fire hose. He walked to the window, lit a cigarette, and by the time it was finished, the entire plot of The Shining had formed in his mind. Talk about a light bulb moment, or should I say a terrifying spark. But why room 217 specifically? Well, long before King checked in, this room already had a storied and spooky history. Its most famous spectral resident is said to be Mrs. Elizabeth Wilson, a head housekeeper from the early 1900s. Legend has it that in 1911, during a massive storm, she was injured in an explosion while lighting a lantern in the room. She recovered, but her spirit apparently never left. Guests in room 217 have reported some truly wild experiences. We're talking about luggage being unpacked or rearranged on its own, lights flickering or completely turning off, and strange cold spots appearing out of nowhere. Some even claim to feel a gentle tug on their clothing or a chilly breath on their neck, as if Mrs. Wilson is still tidying up, making sure everything is just so. Imagine waking up to find your socks neatly folded on your pillow, all by themselves. A bit helpful, but also super unsettling, right? The entire Stanley Hotel is renowned for its paranormal activity. The concert hall is a hotspot, and the fourth floor in particular is said to be a playground for spectral children, including a playful little girl named Lucy. Staff members constantly check that floor, not just for safety, but to make sure no mischievous spirits are up to their usual tricks. Guests have heard disembodied voices, phantom footsteps, and even seen full-bodied apparitions throughout the hotel. It's almost like the building itself is alive, a character in its own never-ending horror story. Stephen King, after his unforgettable stay, checked out, leaving the eerie influences of room 217 behind him. He went on to write The Shining, a masterpiece that has captivated and terrified generations. It's incredible to think that such a powerful, iconic story came from one man's deeply unsettling night in a single hotel room. It really makes you wonder about the power of place, doesn't it? So here's the million-dollar question for all you brave souls out there. Knowing all this, with the history, the restless spirits, and the chilling inspiration it provided for The Shining, do you think you could last one night in room 217? Would you be brave enough to confront the lingering presence of Mrs. Wilson, or perhaps even find your own inspiration for a terrifying tale? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into the supernatural world of the Stanley Hotel and Stephen King, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.